Okay, what we're going to do in this part of the tutorial is create a simple cube jumping in the air and then landing. So first of all, make sure you've got the default scene loaded. If you remember how you do that, is you go to File, Defaults, Load Factory Settings. Okay, you should have a scene like this now. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure you've got X-ray on, and then make sure you've got select box selector on. Select the object, go object mode, edit mode, and your scene should look like this now. Move the object up in edit mode, just to that point there. So you got your crosshair right in the center. Okay. So the reason why we've done that is now if you look, the origin point, that point there, is now at the base of the object, the bottom of the object. Okay, so the next thing we want to do now is add a floor to this scene. So if we just go object mode, add mesh, plane, and then press S for scale, scale it up. Okay, your scene should look something like this now. Let's scale it a bit more. Okay, you'd have a scene like this. The next thing we want to do is, what we're going to do now is turn on the automatic keyframe. So just type in auto keyframe, and now if we just turn off X-ray, click on the object, and then what we want to do is press I, just press the I key, and then hit location, rotation, scale. And basically what it does now is create the very first keyframe. Right, so the next step we're going to do is move this time slider to frame 10, and then we're going to scale it down, scale the object on the Z axis down. So you should have something like this. So that's the first keyframe. So go to slide the slider to frame 20, scale it up. So you have something like this now. So when you're at frame 20, rotate the object slightly and move it up. You should have something like this. Yeah. Go to move the bar to frame 30 and then move it up and across a little bit. So you should have something like this. Yeah. And then when you go to frame 40, rotate it slightly, move it across a bit. So you should have something like that. Go to frame 50, move it down. Now we're not trying to get a perfect animation here, we're just getting you familiar with the features of the animation in Blender 2.8. I'm going to be bringing out a new tutorial that's going to be just dedicated to animation. Now when I do my animation, I usually use another program in conjunction with Blender 2.8, which is called Akitsu. I would suggest you guys check it out. When I bring out my new tutorial, which deals with just animation, I'm going to be using Akitsu a lot in that. Right, okay. So go to frame 60 and then rotate it. Move it down. That's the contact position. And then let's scale that on this Z axis. And then let's bring it back up a bit so it's roughly the same size as the square. So you should have something like that. So that was just a very simple animation of a box jumping. Now it's not, it's not going to win any awards, that particular animation, but it's just to get you comfortable with animating in Blender.